So let's look at who is the catalyst for removing 45 from office. I do not think any astrologer, tarot reader is seeing him serve all 4 years. Even the ones that certainly lean towards him, let's say, they're not seeing it either. And it's funny because the MAGAs that I've had come on my channel are saying the same thing, which I thought was interesting. So I think there's just a sentiment that we know he's going. Now, I do see a lot of people asking, but yes, but how about Vance? Well, right, that's how things work. Vance would step up. However, if you look at Vance's astrology, you can see him stepping up, and then all Hades breaks loose, and then he's gone too. So I really believe that neither one is going to serve all 4 years. But do I think that there will be a period where we do just have Vance, where Vance is our president? Yes, I do believe that. I do believe that. So I know who I believe will be. And here's the thing. I don't think it's one person. I think it's a collective. I think these women are going to be a catalyst. And these are the victims from Jeffrey E. and Ghislaine Maxwell. They're going to be stepping forward. These women are not going to be silenced. And it's not just, celebrity sound bites. They're going to start putting things through the legal system. Because ultimately, yes, will it be a judge and a lawyer that actually brings them down? Sure. But the catalyst is going to be these women. Because they were children. They were girls, young girls. And they're not going to be quiet. And they know all the details, all the names. And for those of you that are frustrated that they didn't just blurt out everything that they know when they had that moment on TV, they have to worry about their safety. They still have to know that they can sleep safely at night. Okay, they have lives, they're real people. So I think that they're doing it in a very smart, intelligent way where they're getting the help that they need to do this. So let's take a look at the who. Okay, so this is the one card that really talks about things speeding up, the Eight of Wands. And I think for 45, he's going to feel like, wow, like these just keep coming at me. And I think in this case, where we're looking at a legal issue being, ousted, removed from presidency, however you want to word it. I know it's not ousted. Don't write to me. But I think he's going to feel like I'm just getting hit by all sides. And I also think that this is the victims or alleged victims, I guess I have to say, but all of them stepping forward, saying what they need to say. And oh boy, is this going to cause a lot of emotions, a lot of feelings. Queen of Cups, literally the queen of the water. The tides are turning here against him because the one thing that I don't care what side of the aisle you're on, nobody likes someone that has harmed children. I don't care if you're a Republican, Democrat, or you're not political in the least, you hate politics. It doesn't matter. The one thing that unites all of us is that we don't like people that harm children. And so this is going to cause a turning of the tide. But you know what? Justice isn't blind. Yes, there's going to be some decisions that have to be made. And this is probably going to be the first time in our history where something like this happens. And that's why I keep saying, I think he's just going to bow out and say, look, I'm sick. And some of you were saying, oh, he would never say that he's sick. He's already released that he's sick. They already made a public announcement. I have no idea what people are talking about when they're saying he would never say he's sick. They already released it. It's been all over the news. Like, haven't you heard that? And I think it was very carefully released because, okay, we know it's vascular. We know it's, heart related, which leaves him ripe for vascular dementia. And I gave you my theory about this before, that is one of the ways that you can dodge getting convicted or even put on trial for something is if you can prove something like that, right? I'm a dementia practitioner. I can tell you this is a real thing that people actually do, but it's usually warranted. The person, usually does have dementia. So he's going to be presented with two choices. Either he stays in office and he fights this out, or he scurries away. I think we all see him scurrying away. The astrology supports that. The cards support that. Wow. Okay. So he really does. Okay. So this is the card of making a decision, Four of Cups, but not liking any of the choices in front of you. And Wheel of Fortune. He comes into his karmic destiny and fate. So this is where he faces his karma. Things really change for him after this. And so I think the two eclipses that we had in September this month, if you're watching it now, I know some of you will be watching this, at a different time. That's why I'm saying it. The two eclipses that happened in September 7th and 21st of this year, hit him really hard. And eclipses don't typically bring out whatever's going to happen on that date. It takes time to unfold, but that's the catalyst. And I really do think October, next month, things really start to just unfold in his life. Things develop. And November, he's living a different reality. Come winter, his whole life is different. I don't see him around for much longer as president. I really don't.